Not only is season 2 of One Piece's live action an absolute success, not only does it continue on the goodness that season 1 left us, but it got me extremely hyped for season 3 and potential season 4 and season 5. I'm not going to say anything behind that because if it gets beyond that, we got an absolute hit on our hands. But if you haven't seen the One Piece live action, especially someone who watches the One Piece show, you're missing out. And if you haven't watched the One Piece live action as someone who's never watched the show, watch it. This is the perfect way for you to get into the anime. I know there's gonna be fans out there. This is the perfect way to get to the anime. You just gotta get to the anime. You just gotta read the manga. Whether you like it or not, that shit is slow as Braille. That shit is slow as that paint that Patrick and SpongeBob were trying to get to stop from the wall. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. That shit is way too slow for the average anime fan, for the average low attention span person to get into. But this live action, it is doing a great justice to the anime. Now, it's not perfect. It's not the exact same copy, one for one. You feel what I'm saying? The anime is over 1,000 episodes for a reason, but it is pretty damn close. It's capturing that essence of One Piece that we need in order to create new fans, in order to keep fans around, in order to add new ambiances to the old project or to the old information that maybe Oda can be like, maybe I want to put this in earlier. For example, the Brook scene, Bartolomeo. There's a bunch of scenes that they added in that weren't in the anime that I thought were good changes. I also got to give a shout out to Vivi because by the end of this season, it genuinely felt like she was one of the Straw Hats. She was giving one of the stronger performances out of all the Straw Hat crew. Now, sometimes the acting can be a little you feel what I'm saying? I mean, we're talking about live action One Piece, but some of the characters they brought in are actually pretty good, and Vivi is one of them. I mentioned the changes that they made. One of the biggest pros for me is the change they made with Laboon and Luffy singing Binks' brew to Laboon. And not only that, but them also showing Brook in that scene. I thought that was cool too, but this is such a change that makes total sense with Luffy's character, not him making Laboon a rival and him beating Laboon's ass and saying, hey, don't you move that Jolly Roger. Him singing to Laboon, reminding him that people leave, but some people stay, was beautiful. I'm out here giving shout outs. Shout out to everybody in Baroque Works, because I'm gonna be honest, Baroque Works, especially the lower tier members, is one of those arcs where it can be extremely forgettable. I'm just keeping it a band, except for my guy Mr. 3. You obviously don't remember Mr. 3 because of how important he is in later arcs, but Mr. 5 does get murked by Zoro. Black violence. But let's keep going. Somebody like a Miss Golden Week, that is a character I did not give a fuck about. And don't get me wrong, I still don't give a fuck about her, but they at least did something interesting with that character that they could have just completely cut to begin with. So that was cool. And obviously Miss All Sunday, aka Nico Robin, great casting. I really liked the voice that she used when she was saying Doce Fleur. Sounded French as hell. I mean, she probably is just French, but pretty solid. She didn't have that much to do, but interested to see what they got cooking for her next season with Robin's story arc and how that unfolds in Alabasta. And I got all the praise in the world for the Chopper arc, man. They absolutely smashed that. Obviously, it isn't one for one. Like I said, there are a couple things in the arc, like seeing the reindeer beat up Chopper on his way to Death's Valley. Heart-wrenching. It was one of the reasons why that episode made me cry in the anime. You feel what I'm saying? Live action almost got them tears out of me. I was pretty damn close, but it didn't give me that... They need that gut punch, you feel what I'm saying? But either way, it was still amazing to see it. They pretty much adapted it one for one, as close as they could. And the CGI on Chopper is incredible. I don't know how they're going to do it next season and beyond that, because that is like $100 million per season just for Chopper. But either way, they killed it. Like, my negatives are pretty obvious, though. As someone who's read the manga, someone who's caught up on the anime, you feel what I'm saying? There's just some things that you can't translate from anime to manga, from manga to anime to live action. You feel what I'm saying? And that's okay, and that's obviously going to be a major negative, but I'm not going to warp on it. I'm not going to harp on it too much because I just didn't love this season too much to be like, oh, well, they should have added in this part of Whiskey Peak. Oh, how could they forget that part of Chopper's character? That is important to the... Like, I'm not going to do all that, bro. That's what we have the anime for. That's what we have the manga for. I don't know if y'all forgot about that. But I will say there's one negative I have that it's just going to be fundamentally a problem with the live action just because of money. Luffy looks way too weak. Like, there's just no way around that. Luffy is the strongest nigga in this crew, and for some reason they have Zoro looking like the strongest nigga in this crew. That's my only gripe, and I know it's because of budget reasons. You can't really use Luffy's stretchiness to the max in live action, but still. It's just an unfortunate reality that we're going to have to deal with. You're going to have some new anime fans or some new One Piece fans that are like, is Zoro the captain? Nah, gang. Is Zoro stronger? Nah, gang. But yeah, man, this is a bit of a longer review, but that's okay because One Piece deserved it. Let me know what y'all thought about it in the comments down below. If I were to give this a review on the ZA scale, it's getting a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Pretty damn close to 5, to be honest. There's just those little things about the anime and manga that I know that I can't give it a full 5 stars, but for an adaptation of that, it's pretty damn close to perfect. I'm excited to see what they do for Alabasta in season 3, and I hope that we get a confirmation that we're getting season 4 and 5, because I think they have to go to at least Ennie's lobby at this point. But let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Have you not watched it yet? Do you need a reason to watch it? Because I can convince you, trust. But let's talk about it in the comments down below, because you know we got to talk about it. Simple.